Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browner, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So earlier today, I was thinking about this. And I don't know why this is like something I even wanted to try. But if you can see this, I did this yesterday. And I got it in my head that I was going to paint. I'd like to push myself sometimes that I was going to paint this similar, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but something similar in those colors upside down. And it truly isn't anything like a really big deal in the sense that like a lot of times I'll put flowers spread out all over. So flowers have been upside down before, or right side up, and even on here, I do some. But the challenge is to do this upside down. And again, like I said, it shouldn't really be this mind-boggling, but I really like to push myself sometimes for things that in my mind are outside of the box. And so we're just going to see. And as I say all the time, it's just paint. So it's just paint. We're just going to make it, whatever it is, however it ends up, it's just paint. And it'll be interesting to see how it looks both directions. But we're just going for it. So I've had a lot more people ask me kind of more of like a tutorial. Certain words always get me. A tutorial, how to do painting, how to do my painting, how to do whatever I'm trying to say. So when I do paintings like this, like that, with flowers, generally I'm only using one paintbrush. And this particular one is 00 or an 00. Honestly, as many years as I've been painting, I'm still learning a lot of the kinds of paintbrushes and what they do. And I don't know if I'm following a rule or breaking a rule, but this is how I paint. And that's the thing is like, when I look back at a lot of my older paintings, I see things that I liked that I did back then, and I see things that I like the way I'm now doing them. And so you will adjust your kind of style as you grow and learn different techniques and try to paint upside down. And like I said, it's not that revolutionary. I'm probably just more slap happy. For those of you that are new to my channel, I'm cancer free, but I've been going through cancer treatments for the last year, and I just finally finished my last one on October 28th. And so how did I celebrate? On October 31st, I went to my doctor, my hip doctor, to find out when I can be put on the schedule to get my hip replacement. So that will be coming up sometime next year. I have to basically recover from this funness to get to that funness. But you know, I wanted to get on the books, so they're gonna call me to schedule it at some point. So, and like I said, I'm ready for it to happen, but I'm not technically in a rush because I have to wait till you're not technically cleared to have other, surgeries and different things. I mean, obviously, if they have to do something, they have to do it, but like truly not elective surgery, but I guess in some ways it's elective surgery because I need to be able to walk better. I've put it off long enough. I put it off because I didn't want to really interrupt Owen's schedule, and I mean, who wants to volunteer for, surgery? But anyways, so I'm cancer free, but I still have I'm just yucky. I'm just not. It's only been the first few days after my infusions, I usually do okay. And then for about a week to 2 weeks after my infusion, it's just a roller coaster. Some days are better than others. And today I've just been sick to my stomach all day long. I still can eat, but it's just like this constant ugh. But I keep saying I'm thankful to be alive so I can complain. So we just have to just take it one day at a time and keep being joyful for the fact that I'm alive, to be able to see my sweet baby O keep growing and being amazing, and just all the things, So as hard as it's been, all I can do is be thankful that I'm alive. And, we just have to keep moving forward, keep doing it, keep going after, keep seeing where you're at, don't give up. It's a lot, but you can do it, So I've got a million things going on in my mind. When I'm asked to paint or how I paint, I put about 8 different colors on my palette for this, and my mom is the flower expert. I'm just the pretend flower person. Like, she knows all the flower names, and I just make them like this until I'm done. They just keep going until I'm done. So you just have to kind of find your niche and work through that. I didn't paint for a long time because roses. I wanted to be able to paint roses, and it just wasn't it wasn't something that I was like could figure out how to make these beautiful fancy roses. And so I just didn't want to only do them halfway, And once I figured out that I didn't have to make anybody else's roses, I had to make my own roses, I occasionally will make a rose, but I make them the way I want to make them, or the way I can make them, or whatever. I do not paint slow enough to get a lot of the details that you might expect or need or want. I paint me. I paint, through my emotions and through sharing our journey with autism and breast cancer. So I will continue to try to share more details about our paint, how the paint process. And I've been working more with Owen. He's doing more of the backgrounds. So I'll be sharing more of that as well. Now that my brain isn't completely focused, more on cancer and everything, I'm having a little more time. And Owen and I'm not a musician by any means. I'm not even, but I'm teaching Owen to, learn how to play different instruments. He's in music therapy, but I make sure that we go over a lot of this stuff at home. And like I said, I can't play instruments. I can play a little bit of piano. I mean, when I say a little bit, I probably about that much. But I think it's important for Owen to learn music, and so we've been working on that and more of his projects and different things. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to sign this, and then I'm going to turn it around and see what we think. So O for Owen, and then L and B. And I always say I like to watch paint dry, and because like the black, and there's a little bit of silver in here, it's hard to see, but that's silver, and so it will shine a little bit more. But I like doing that kind of thing with it, and watching it dry. Okay, so what do we think? What do we think? Upside down, right side up. I think it's going to be interesting. So it's signed down there. I didn't want to sign it up there. I wanted to keep it down here so that I knew this was the one that I did upside down. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.